It was an early morning on the island of Sodor, and Thomas, James, and Percy were coming out of the shed. "Well, a new day," said Thomas. "I wonder when the top hat's going to get here to give us our chops." "Did someone say my name?" said a voice. "Oh, hi, sir," said James. "Have you come to give us our chops?" "Yes, indeed," said the top hat. "Thomas, I want you to work on your branch line. Percy, I want you to help Riff and Scruff at the waste dump. And because you'll be gone, Percy, James, I want you to take the mill." "All right," said the ensigns, and the three of them hurried away. Once the ensigns left, Sir Topham Hatt closed the shed doors, and he walked away to go back home. That evening, the engines returned. Percy was stinky from working at the dump all day, so Thomas wasn't really in the mood to sit next to him. Percy had to sleep at the far side of the shed, but he was all right with that. He knew that Thomas wasn't very fond of the stinky smell. The two of them chatted into the late evening as the sun went behind Greenwich Hill, but James had yet to return. Said Thomas. "I wonder where James is." "I have no idea," said Percy. Just then, Sir Topham had returned. "James has yet to return from the mail once," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Thomas, I want you to go and look for him." "Yes, sir," said Thomas. It wasn't long before Thomas found James a few miles down the line. "James," said Thomas, "there you are. What happened?" "Well," said James, "I was pulling the mail, and I hit a bump right at that curve right there. I went way up into the air, and my dome was knocked off by the signal right here. I can't go anywhere now." "Don't worry," said Thomas. "I'll help you back to the shed." "Thank you, Thomas," said James. Thomas left the mail car on the line, and the two engines went back to the shed. However, the turntable had been turned so that a train could come through. Thomas and James didn't see this, however, and James's tender went onto the turntable and knocked the turntable wall right into the river. "Whoops," said Thomas. "Oh well, we'll have to fix that in the morning. It's very late, and I can hardly see anything." "Ah, James," said Tom Hatt. "Glad to see you're back. Where were you?" "My dome came off near that signal box," said James, "and I couldn't go anywhere." "Well, the signal box is just right over here from the shed. I don't know why we couldn't have seen you. Well, maybe because you were behind the building right here, and your tender was hidden behind the candy cars right there. But never mind, you're here, and that's all that matters. Good night, engines." Sir Topham Hatt walked away. The engines fell asleep, but soon there was trouble. Since the turntable wall was wedged up between the two sides of the river, and the water was beginning to overflow onto the land. All of a sudden, the siding that held the candy cars was suddenly washed away. "Ah!" said the truck. "What's happening? Help! Help!" And they raced off and they were swept away behind the shed. "Whoa, what's going on?" said Thomas. "Oh no, where's the siding?" "I don't know," said James. Just then it hit Percy. "Look," said Percy, "the turntable wall in the water. It's making the river flood. I must go get help." The turntable was beginning to turn, but right when it was between Thomas and Percy, it suddenly stopped. "What happened?" said Thomas. His driver inspected the turntable. "I'm afraid that the flooding water has broken the controls for the turntable. Now you three engines are stuck in here." "Oh no," said Thomas. "Whatever are we going to do?"